Hello, my name is Daniel. In this video, I will demonstrate the features of the shooter part in the project. In this project, you can use different types of weapon. Here, I will show you different types by default, but you can create as many types as you like. You can even make a bow just by following simple steps in the video tutorial or documentation. You can have 3 types of weapon at one time. You have slot for pistols, close combat weapon, and for main weapons like rifles, snipers, and so on. In this part, I demonstrate each weapon that you can find in the project by default. Each weapon can have different fire modes that you can easily add, remove, or create. For example, rifle has 3 fire modes: automate, single, and burst. You can set as many bullets per burst as you want. You can play in third person or first person mode. Grenadegun will spawn a grenade that is a physical object that simulates real grenade behavior. It will deal radial damage and add radial force. With sniper rifle, you can zoom in and out if you have multiple field of view settings. You can add scope modification to any weapon you set in a data table. Firegun can deal damage in radius. You can easily change any particle, decal, or sound. You have 7 types of grenades in the project. I've explained how to add new type of grenade in the tutorial. Casual grenade will deal radial damage. Sticky grenade will attach to any ground it will hit. The effect of the flash grenade can be changed. You can change the sound of the visual effect. Fire grenade will deal damage in some radius. You can change the radius or particle itself. Mine will blow up when the player or AI touches it. You can also hit enemies in melee. For this, you can use the knife or your weapon. Enemy can be selected. You will be able to see him behind the walls. In this project you have side quests. They differ from main quests only with their type. You can still give as many tasks you want, and any reward you want. Here, to get a task, you need to talk to the AI. You can skip the dialogue line or make a dialogue line that you can continue only by pressing space. Everything is easy to add or change. Here you can see that you already have the main quest. You can toggle between them anytime. Our first subtask is the overlap task. You just need to get to the place. Now we need to take the item we need to bring to the NPC. This item will appear in your inventory. You're able to view it in 3D anytime. We also took a book here. You can always see it in the main gameplay widget. The last subtask is to bring this item back. You can see the current subtask in the quest widget or in the gameplay widget. We need to bring the item back. In the dialog we can choose if we want to give him the item or not. In the dialogues you can have any logic, any animation, and so on. You will get a reward after you completed the quest. You get a reward for every subtask and for the whole quest. If you don't want to give anything, you can just leave the information empty. The speed of your current character can be changed due to the angle of the surface. Doors have 3 states. They can be unlocked. Locked, but lockpicking is available. Locked and lockpicking is unavailable. You are able to open any door with a specific key. Sound traps will make noise when you hit item. AI can hear this noise. To disable this trap, you can interact with it. In this project, you have the explosive barrels. You can select any mesh, particle and sound you like. It is not necessary to use mine as a grenade only. You can also prepare any amount of mines in the world. The character has a full locomotion system in any direction with any weapon. You can also use crouch and jump. In the game you can get damage from fall. You get different damage on different high. It is very easy to change values in the component. Parachute will give you ability to land carefully, without getting damage. Don't close it too soon. You can get loot from your enemies. You can even choose any inventory size in these enemies you want. Crates can be a storage for loot too. You can take or place anything you want. One of the inventories can have sort option. You can use it anywhere. Bags can help you to store the loot. You can also drop your loot on the ground or take it from the ground. Weapon and armor will be automatically equipped if you don't have anything in the same slot. To make battles more dynamic and interesting, you can use lean left and right function. Or you can switch your shoulder to shoot from different location. Stealth skill lets you deal a lot of damage when your enemy can't see you. We are using different camera shakes that you can change anytime. Shake on shooting, walking, running, and shake from the grenades. You can use and create different types of ammo for each weapon. The weapon can have any amount of modifications on it. You can apply modifications in the inventory or in the equipment slot itself. Modifications can be found in the world, crates, or can be crafted. You can create any amount of modifications or any amount of different types. Right now, you have 3 types of modifications: collimator or scope, patronage, and muzzle modifications, like silencer. Patronage will make the amount of your ammo bigger. Silencer will change the sound of shots. Scope can change the field of view while aiming. In the project, you can have food and water bars that can be changed in time. You can easily disable this logic, change the speed of the hunger or thirst. Food and water can restore these values. You can also restore health points with different usable items. In craft system, you can create different items using another different items. You can add as many slots as you like and as many ingredients as you like. This item you will get in your inventory, but only if you have enough space or ingredients. For example, you can create ammo for your weapon or a lockpick to unlock the door. Footstep system will have different sounds of steps. You can also apply decals to your steps or particles. It is very easy to create a new surface and apply sounds to it. You will also get different effects when you hit the surface. It depends on the type of the surface. Each weapon has its own muzzle particle and sounds. You can have 3 types of weapon, and you can switch between them using mouse wheel or bindings on your keyboard to switch between weapons fast. You can hold your breath while aiming. It will come in handy if you have a dynamic idle animation, because it will be hard to aim. Breath will stop this movement. In first-person mode, you can use the weapon collimator to aim. Doph will be applied to your camera while aiming. In the project, you can take books or notes that will stay in your gameplay widget. Player can interact with these notes in the world. You can create as many notes as you want. Player can use tutorial to your game in the gameplay. You can add any types or tutorials you want. It is very easy to use them. You can even place an image or animation. Player can gather information about the creature after he killed him. It may be useful to store information about different creatures or enemies. You can delete any widget slots as you want if you don't need them. Main quest is an example of more complicated quest.
Comrade, enemies have taken important scientists hostage. Your task is to save them.
Here you can ask the NPC to tell you about the quest. In the process, you will have a lot of subtasks. You will need to kill enemies, find the key, open the door.
Find the location of the hostages and free them. Okay, I will do this. Count on you. Hello, I have lost important photograph. Please help me to find it. I'm sorry, I'm too busy. It's alright.
NPCs will rotate their head and look at you when you are close. Suspicious event will point you to the direction of the enemy that can see you right now. He will need some time to recognize you as an enemy. You can easily disable this if you want. Citizen NPC can have a walking path. You're able to speak with this NPC. You can see all your current quests and subquests in the quest widget. You can also select the quest by pressing special key when you just get the quest or toggle quest in the widget. In the inventory system, you can store your items, get them from another inventory, or move them to another inventory. Inventory is a grid, and your item can be of any size you want. You can rotate the item in the inventory, combine it with another items of the same type. Armor, weapon and bags. You can move to the equipment slot to use them in the gameplay. In bags you can store more items. They can be of absolutely any size you want. In the bag you can store another bag, and this can be infinite. You can drop these bags to the ground, and your friend can pick it up to get the items. Each item type has its own information tab. Weapon will show you weapon characteristics, food will show its regeneration value, and so on. In the sorted inventory, you can select the type of items you want to highlight.